Alright, so now I'm going to work on one of my leaves so you can see how you do that. Now the leaf is different colors, so it goes from dark to light naturally, just like the branch. So I'm going to start on the back end where it's dark. It is lighter than the branch though, so you want to keep that in mind. You don't want to go too dark on your leaves. So I'm just going to lightly add in some shading from one side to the other. And I think I'm going to do all my darks first and then go back and accentuate the lights. You might say, hey, Mrs. Fast, you're losing your lines. Well, I can go back in and add those. It's not a big deal. What I want to do is have the value correct. So I'm just going to go in and lightly add in that light to dark range using the side of my pencil. I'm going to darken where I started so I get some contrast. Contrast is when you have dark against light. And it really makes your lights pop out. You can always go back and make things darker. It's a little bit more difficult to lighten things up without having to erase what you've already done. Just want to be a little careful with that. And again, these are your first drawings, so keep in mind they're not going to be perfect. What matters is you trying, and it might be something completely new to you. That's a good thing. It's good to learn new things. So just trying to show those darks using the side of my pencil, getting a good range from dark to light. The other thing I want to do is I want to smooth some of this out. So then I'm going to turn my pencil over and really blend that together to get a nice even range of value. On one side, I'm going to turn my paper again. And it should start to look nice and soft. You should be getting some gradual shading here. Once you have a good range on your whole leaf, you can go back in and press in lightly some of your lights, just like that. And then I can go back in and add in some of these lines. Keep in mind your pencil might get dull, so you want to make sure you have a pencil sharpener on hand. It's a little important when you're doing this. So I've started to add in back in those lines. Get a sharpener here and sharpen this pencil. And I like to use these because they always stay pretty sharp. So let me get that sharpened for you. There you go. Now I'm going to add in these lines on the other side that got a little light, just to pop those in. And be very gentle with this, and that looks good for my leaf. This one side, I think I got a little overzealous there, so I'm going to go back in and clean up that edge. Alright, once I have that done, again we're going to move to the shadow just like we did on the branch. So the shadow is going to be much darker than the leaf. So you want to start at the edge of the leaf. Make it extra dark for that shadow. And I'm going back and forth in a zigzag motion to create that zigzag edge of the leaf as well. I'll flip my pencil over here. And I'm going to blend that out into that edge of the outline of the shadow that I had already made. So again, this is your first drawing. You're just trying to create realism and value with a simple pencil. That's all we're trying to do is learn how to use a pencil and learn how to create realism with value and line. I'm going to go back in and accentuate that again. That shadow is really important. And now I have both a stick and a leaf shaded in. So I'm going to leave you with that and you can get started on yours.